Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Plant Fanatics. Today I'm going to be talking about my disease-ridden 4-year-old seed-grown peach tree, so stay tuned. So I honestly don't even know where to begin with this tree right here. Last year, it had flowers all over it. Peach trees from seed will usually flower in their 3rd year, I believe is what it is, and that's exactly how it happened for this tree. However, it started getting some disease problems that I did not keep up with. It has got sap oozing out of the bark. If you come in close, you can see that. I mean, just all over this branch. All that sap everywhere, and even down into the trunk at the bottom. And so this tree was just not kept up with very well. And so you guys know, this is actually not on my property. This is actually at my parents' property. I planted this tree here because I didn't even have space at my property, and I was kind of mooching land off of my parents, but it's okay because they're cool with it. And anyway, I did not keep up with the spraying of this tree at all. It was an afterthought, and you know, it was doing so well at the beginning of the season, but that's how quickly things can turn south for a tree like this. It's not a disease-resistant variety of peach, which is something that I highly recommend that you get if you want peaches in your landscape. Get something that can, really fight off these diseases. But if you have something like this and you're wanting to keep it healthy, you have got to have a spraying schedule for this, because this is really bad. And this tree would have still been alive if we didn't just have this cold weather snap that we had, getting down to negative 15 degrees. The pest issues, the disease issues, and the cold weather all put together was just detrimental to this tree. It couldn't take it anymore. Didn't have any more fight. There are some live branches in the back over here if you want to come take a look at this. They're really healthy branches, and this is something that weighs on my decision on whether to keep this tree or not, because these branches are so healthy. I could theoretically cut off these big limbs here, because this limb right here is pretty much all dead. This limb right here in front of me is pretty much all dead. And then this limb right here, it still has some life in it, but not a lot. It's on its way out, I can tell. So after all is said and done, and I take off these 3 branches because they're dead, I'm going to be left with that. It's going to kind of be a weird looking tree, and it's just really not worth it to me. I think the best thing to do would just be to take this tree out completely and replace it with something more disease resistant. And I did a terrible job with the shaping of this tree. I kind of went with the natural shape, but I would have liked to have a bigger trunk and maybe have it coming out from up here a little better. So I just did everything wrong with this tree, and it was a learning experience. And hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes if you're growing a peach tree from seed. But if you come over here, there's actually a peach tree here that is very healthy. This is what you want your tree to look more like. I need to come in here and prune this, get it more opened up in the center. This is what I wish the tree would have turned out like, the seed-grown one, but I didn't keep up with it. So this video is really more about the fact that if you don't keep up with the spraying of your tree, or at least watching the tree, like I didn't watch that tree at all, you're going to end up with disease problems, and you're going to end up cutting the tree down that you spent 4 years growing. And it was such a beautiful tree, so it's really kind of depressing. But if you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share with any of your friends who you think it might help them. And thanks for watching.